Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life. And this evening I'm bringing you some more top 10 lists. There was a change of plans, and so my brother will be visiting me next week. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple more top 10 lists. I'm continuing my series, starting with the year I was born, 1978, leading up to and through 2018. And I'm going to lead off here with my top 10 movies of 1991. I do have some honorable mentions. They are The Addams Family, People Under the Stairs, Child's Play 3, Career Opportunities, and The Butcher's Wife. All great movies, just couldn't make my top 10 list. But at number 10 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, some people consider this to be one of the best sequels of all time. It definitely is a great movie, great sequel, follow up to 1984's Terminator. Um, do I think it's better than the original? No, I don't think so. But it is a lot of fun. It is a great movie, uh, obviously, which is why it's on my top 10. But I think the original is just a little bit better. Coming number 9 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze. This is a follow up to 1990's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it follows them. They learn the uh, what really happened to them when it comes to the ooze that transform them into walking, talking turtles, and uh, they have to fight yet again Shredder, but he has two other people that the turtles will be fighting, Toka and Razor. If you follow the cartoon, you know who the characters are. Uh, Although I think Bebop and Rocksteady are better, uh, they're still uh, uh, good bad guys anyway. It's a lot of fun. And of course, there was a sequel after this movie, which I really don't like to talk about because it was a bad movie. But this sequel is a lot of fun. It's funny and action packed, and it includes Vanilla Ice towards the end of the movie, which is really cool. So uh, that is number 9. At number 8 is Backdraft. Now, this has Kurt Russell at his finest. They're fighting fighters. They're trying to find out who is setting these places on fire. There's an serial arsonist around. Uh, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but the twist is pretty sweet when you find out who it is. Uh, but this is a an action drama, dramedy. There is some comedy in it too. But this shows you a glimpse of what it's like to be a firefighter and what they put themselves through, and when battling fires and stuff. And it's a dangerous job. And this movie is just it's fantastic. Just like Ladder 49, I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it's fantastic. Number 7 is My Girl. My Girl. Uh, Macaulay Culkin, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, and I believe it's Anna Klumsky is Vader or Veda in this movie. I'm not 100% positive uh, I'm pronouncing it right, but this is a heartwarming movie about a young girl who lives with her father uh, in a morgue, and her relationship with not only her best friend, played by Macaulay Culkin, but she has a crush on one of her teachers, who also happens to teach her writing class. Along the way, her father, played by Dan Aykroyd, is, like I said, single and ends up hiring uh, a lady for makeup and answering phones and things like that, who happens to be Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie. They end up falling in love, but the tear jerking moment of this movie is in the third act. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen the movie, but every time I watch it, it brings me to tears, and it's just a great movie. The sequel, not so much, but this one is fantastic. Color number 6 is Hot Shots. Number 5 is Beauty and the Beast. I love this animated movie. It is one of my favorites. I believe it was maybe number 2 on my list. If I'm not mistaken, it's definitely in my top 5. I think it was number 2, but regardless, this is a great movie. It's got a great story, and I love the live action movie that came out uh, as well. It's fantastic, and yeah, I love these live action movies that are coming out. The only one I really didn't like was Cinderella from 2015. I really wasn't a fan of that one. There's a better live action um, movie called Ever After from 1998 that I prefer over the Cinderella movie. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast, number 5. Number 4 is Doc Hollywood. Doc Hollywood, I did a review for this on my channel. You can check it out. Um, Doc Hollywood stars Michael J. Fox, um, uh, Woody Harrelson, and it's about a big time doctor who is leaving his job in California to take on uh, another job doing plastic surgery. And along the way, he gets into an accident and where he's forced to do community service, serving as a doctor for this small town. And then from there, there's a lot of laughs. He falls in love and gets really attached to this small town. And it's just a really enjoyable movie. Michael J. Fox. Uh, this was done um, before you can start to see the symptoms of his Parkinson's disease, especially when he was doing Spin City. But he does a great job in this movie. This is one of my favorites. The soundtrack is amazing, especially the opening song to this movie. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. But Doc Hollywood is a great movie. Number 3 is Regarding Henry. This stars Harrison Ford. He is a big time lawyer, and tragedy strikes when he is shot and left for dead during an armed robbery, and it takes him through um, his recovery and have to regain his memory, his motor skills, and all these things. It's really heartwarming, uh, sad, and lots of fun. Uh, he plays a great role in this movie. Honestly, I think he should have deserved some Oscar recognition for his performance, in my opinion. Although it wasn't generally received by critics, I really love this movie, and I think it's underrated, in my opinion. But definitely check out Regarding Henry, and it comes in at number 3 on my list. Number 2 is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Come on. Christina Applegate, Danielle Harris. It's a great, funny comedy movie where she is the oldest of many siblings. Her mom is leaving to take a big, long vacation, and she has left an older lady in charge of the kids. Well, the babysitter ends up dying, and so they just fend for themselves. But someone's got to be responsible and get a job. And she is forced to take a job, or not forced, but she gets a job um, drawing and designing clothes. It's a lot of fun. It's a funny movie, and it's one of the most enjoyable summertime movies from 1991, which is why it's landed number 2 on my list. And number 1, my number 1 movie of 1991 is Silence of the Lambs. How could it be anything else but Silence of the Lambs? This is the first horror movie to receive a Best Picture Oscar nomination, and it was awesome. It's a great movie. You have Jodie Foster, who continues to talk to Hannibal Lecter and trying to track down and capture another serial killer. And along the way, his whole time is he's trying to plot his escape. But Jodie Foster is phenomenal in this movie, and the whole cast, crew, everything about this movie is perfect. And it is considered to be one of the best psychological horror thrillers of all time. And it deserves the number 1 spot for 1991, in my opinion. So, in the comment section below, give me your top 10 movies of 1991. If you don't have a top 10 list, then just name a few that you think are great. And do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comment section below as well. I always respond to your guys' comments. And there you have it. That is my top 10 movies of 1991. Stay tuned for my top movies of 1992 and 1993. So thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And check you later.